Hi friends, it's Carolyn Zook here with C Zook Stitch, and today is actually Friday, November 20th, 2020. This is a channel about cross stitch, so welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I really missed you all last week. I'm sorry I couldn't film. I had a very busy weekend, and then when I was ready to film, I had a really bad headache. I've been having a lot of headaches lately, and I'm not sure why, but I'm back. And I'm filming this actually over my lunch hour on Friday because things got even more hectic. So I am going to be putting my house back on the market on Monday. That was not the original plan. The original plan was I was going to put it back on the market in mid-January. And then this past week I spoke with my realtor and we decided maybe early January is better. There's some other homes that will be coming on the market, we think, around early January that would compete with mine. Then one of my neighbors who has a very similar home to me, so I'm in a townhouse, and so they're one of the townhomes. Theirs is a little bit larger, but they listed their home this week. And so we want to kind of get in at the same time. So this weekend I will be cleaning. Now, the good news is that a lot of the hard work was already done this summer. I just have a lot of stuff that I've just kind of strewn out. I've started on different projects that are just kind of sitting out that I need to put away. So it's that type of thing, and then just doing a general cleaning. So it shouldn't be nearly as much work as it was this summer. But as you can see, like I have, whoops, I have stuff up there. I have stuff all over the floor. I've been Christmas shopping. I'm actually almost done Christmas shopping. And so all that is just on the floor around me because that's where I have to store it. So I got to find places for all of that. So I decided I would film really quickly over my lunch hour on Friday so I can make sure that I get it up for you all. I am still behind on comments. I'm so sorry. It's been a crazy week, but your comments are important to me and I will be replying to them. So if you can just hang in there. So I apologize if you asked any questions or anything and I haven't gotten to him yet. That is why. One thing I did want to tell you about is our friend Lynette Peters. I've talked about her before. She lives in Australia and she's everywhere. She gave me a free pattern because she has an Etsy shop. But she has there's a new magazine. It's a digital magazine, so you can get it from anywhere. It's called Down the Rabbit Hole. It's a PDF magazine, and she has a new chart that appears in that magazine. I will leave the information linked below. The magazine costs like $7 to download, so you might want to take a look at it. Again, it's called Down the Rabbit Hole, and I'll make sure to leave a link down below so that you can check out the magazine and support Australian and New Zealand designers is really what the magazine is about. So that's really great. Lynette, thank you so much for telling me that it was now out and that we could see your beautiful chart. So take a look at that. And then otherwise, we'll just jump right into what I have to show you from the past couple of weeks. So first up is, well, let's see. Let's do new starts first. So one of my new starts was for the Magazine Monthly Challenge, which is a group I run with my friend Robin. Also, let me address before I get into this, the reason why I'm wearing headphones is because I have people doing yard work since my house is going on the market on Monday. And they're using their leaf blowers and, all of this. And so I'm hoping that by using my headphones, it kind of drowns out the noise. But if you hear background noise, that's what it is. They are working on my yard. The last time I had somebody come work on my yard, no joke, was when I was doing my final interview for my job. And they were out there running their machines. I mean, they didn't know, it was no one's fault. It was just like, of course, I'm getting ready to sit down to my final interview of my dream job, which is still going well. So hopefully we can put up with it and hopefully the headphones help a little bit. Okay, anyway, new starts. This is for, as I said, I co-run a group with my friend Robin, a bird's eye stitcher, called Magazine Monthly Cross Stitch Challenge to get us to do projects from these magazines that we have. This one is the Stony Creek Cross Stitch summer 2020 issue. And I'm doing Winter Friends Welcome. I'm going to change that and put in trees. I'm going to take out Welcome Friends and just put in different trees. Thanks to your suggestions, that's what it will look like. I'm working on this border, is where I got. And this is how far I've gotten. Let me see my notes. Yeah, this is 28 count Vintage Blue Whisper. It's literally the other end of my llama. So here's my llama piece. And there's the Winter Friends. Because I got a quarter yard when I only needed this much. So why not? So this is where I'm at. I think the fabric is perfect though for it. So this border, I really like the look of it when I step back from it, but it's slow going because each leaf is, 5 or 6 stitches, and then you have to change color. Let's see if I can get this closer for you. I have to change color and do it again. I'm not carrying on this one because some of them are it would be carrying pretty far. I do carry sometimes, but that's where I'm at, slow going, a little over halfway done with the border. And then eventually we'll get to the fun part. So I completed I think my challenge was 6 hours or maybe 8 hours on each of these pieces this month. I completed those for the acrostic. I'm going to put it away for now. I don't know when I'll pull it back out. I really do like it, and I'd like to make some progress on it, but there's just so much other good stuff. So I'm not sure when I'll pull that back up, but we will see. My desk is really full, and my notes keep closing on me. Okay, so that was a new start. Now, the other kind of new start / finish that I had was Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow. This is one of my Whipco pieces for this month. I started this in Mania. So what I finished is I finished this top border. And then my new start is I started on block 1. Okay, so let me show you this. This is on 32 count Vanilla Latte by Stitch Me. It's what I'm doing all of my Hawk Run Hollows on. So there's the top border, and then there's how far I've gotten on the first block. And just to make sure everything lined up, I did the top row of the block 2 just to make sure that the top border was right, and it is right. So that's that little start. Now the leaves. So the leaves in each of the corner here, they are different colors. I messed up somehow. I just read the chart wrong. This light is in my way. I read the chart wrong, and now the leaves are 2 different colors. As you can see here and here. I kind of like them like that. I don't know if I'll change them. I'm leaving them for now, but I might change them back. So, and in the picture, the pumpkins have these vines coming out of it. I'm leaving those off. And so I have done, so it took me about from where I was, I worked on this last month. It was also called for Whipco. So I was working on the top border, and I spent another about 5 hours to finish up the border. So what I had to do was this bird, which I then had to frog and restitch because it was 1 row off, this corn, and then this leaf. And that took me about 5 hours. And then I spent another 5.5 hours doing the border block 1, the top border block 2, and then the row of pumpkins down there. Can you see that? Let me get you closer. So the row of pumpkins will be all filled in eventually. So this is my Whipco, and this is going away for the year. It will be on my Whipco list for next year as well. And if you're interested in joining 2021 Whipco, Jessie Marie Does Stuff, who is the host of it, it's her brainchild, her idea. She says that she'll be posting a video on what she's going to do for Whipco. She is doing it. She says there'll be some fun new things. So early next week. So be watching. If you don't already follow Jessie Marie Does Stuff, make sure you follow her. There's a WIPGO Facebook group. So if you're interested in doing that, you set your own goals, which is really nice. So you can set it however you want. I really like it. It's really gotten me to make some forward progress in some of these projects. All right, so that was my new start and sort of a finish. The other piece that I worked on was my temperature tree by Stitching Mommy. So this is where each branch represents a month and each leaf represents a day of that month. And I'm tracking the high temperatures. You can do whatever you want. Simon is here meowing for some unknown reason. And I kind of pulled it a little bit off the Q steps for you to see. So this is what the whole thing looks like. So you can see we are so close to getting this done. Do you see how over on the left side, it's the greens and blues from January, February, March, and then we get into spring and summer, the kind of yellow greens, and you can see now in November over on the right, we're starting to get back into the blues and greens. I think that's really cool. So I'm over here. And I don't think, this is on a 32 count light blue Lugana is what I'm stitching it on. So we'll have, what are we at, November 20th. So we have about 10 more days to do, and then the December branch, and I still have to finish. I have a couple rows to finish down here. I don't know why I haven't yet. I'll do that in December. And then we'll be done with this project. That's so exciting. It's been really fun to see that kind of come to life and to kind of track the temperatures. The other piece that I did work on is Spring at Hawk Run Hollow, block 4. So this is what the whole thing will look like. My goal is to finish this by next year, by the first half of next year, so by May or June. And I'm starting on this block. Or I've worked on this block, I guess I should say, which there's a lot of stitching with that chunk right there. And again, this is on 32 count Vanilla Latte. Are you still with me? You are. I accidentally hit something on my computer. 32 count Vanilla Latte by Bestitch Me. And so this is where I've gotten. So I got a lot of the water filled in. The boat is now done. This outside border is done. So it will, I think there's another wave up here. Yeah, there's a couple waves here. And then I'll have to fill in all the water and then do the rest of it. But this is kind of the bulk. My goal for this month was to finish this and finish number 5 to get me back on track. I don't know if that's going to happen, but there you go. That's where we're at. So that is moving right along. And I think that's all the stitching. I was struggling with my stitching. My stitching bug was kind of missing. I think I didn't stitch it all a couple of days. And then when I would only get in a little bit. An hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. So I feel like it's coming back. That Winter Friends piece was a struggle for some reason. I think it just was such slow going. So now haul. I only have a little bit of haul, but I wanted to share with you. Our friend Patty Smith, who lives in Canada, sent me this adorable stocking that she stitched, Christmas 2020. Look at that stitching. Isn't that adorable? I'm just blown away by her generosity and look at, here's a little snowflake button, and then the back is this really cute stocking pattern. And then she wrote a lovely card, which of course I didn't bring up, but she wrote a lovely, lovely card, and she sent me some of the new DMC 1 through 5. Look at those pretty soft colors. I really like these colors a lot. Patty, I'm sorry I left your card downstairs, but yeah, isn't that pretty? So I'm going to go ahead and put this on I bought a little tree, like a 4-foot tree, because all my trees and all my items, Christmas decor. I don't have much Christmas decor at the house because it's all in storage. But I did buy when Michael's had their trees on sale, I bought a little 4-foot tree. So this is going to go on that now that I have shown it to you. Patty, thank you so much. That's so sweet. It really, really brightened my day. I did get my Color and Cotton. I'm in the Neutrals Fabric of the Month. This one is called Corn Husk. And I get a 17 by 26 inch size Lugana 32 count. It's funny when you look in my box of fabrics, which I don't have a lot of stash, but when you look in there, they all look very similar because I get the neutrals. Okay, the other thing I have that I have not opened yet because I wanted you to see this packaging. So earlier in October, I finished this little piece. It's called Downdraft. It's in the 2020 Halloween issue of Just Cross Stitch. I know a lot of us have done this. I really love it. I loved the frame that they used in the magazine. It's like a really chunky, thick frame. And they don't give any information on where to find it. But I ordered something similar on Etsy. And look at this packaging. I haven't opened it yet because I just look at, they give you a sucker. Isn't this the cutest package? So I haven't opened it yet, but let's take a look and I'll show you. Okay, so I ordered it from Sage Ranch Company Picture Frames. So that's what it looks like. And you can find them on Etsy under Sage Ranch Company. They also have a website, www.sageranchcompany.com. Okay. Now that you have seen it, I can open it. All right, this is my shipping notice, or my invoice. And oh, this is going to be cute. Sorry about the rattling. And it's bubble wrap. This is a little, to make it a stand if you want, and they give you instructions. And this is the frame. Yeah, I asked for no glass because I don't need it. Oh my gosh, you can smell it. It smells like Dad's workshop again. Like, this is handmade. Isn't that cute? And so, let's find Downdraft. Simon. He's chewing on the ribbon. Let's find Downdraft here. Like, that is going to be so perfect. You'll have to imagine it without... Here, maybe I can... That's better. Look at that. Oh, that's going to be perfect. I love it so much. So you got to see it first thing right here. So this, must go something like this, and then it stands as an easel. So I got that off of Etsy, Sage Ranch Company. Wonderful. Love it, love it, love it. All right, I'm going to put this down here. And then I got Garan had their sale. And I got the most perfect bag in the universe. It's kitty cats inside ornaments. I mean, come on. Kittens inside ornaments. I love Christmas. I love kittens or cats. And then look at the interior fabric. So I got, I like the 12 by 11 inch, 12 by 13 inch bag. And then I got the 11 by 11 grime guard. And then I got the mini bag, which he's increased the size of the mini bag. And you could fit a small project in this. This is definitely something you could fit a small project in now. Before, it was probably a little too small. It was perfect for your extra, like all your stitchy stuff. That's what I keep my stitchy stuff in. I'll show it to you sometime. I don't know where it is right now, but now they're a little bit larger, so you could fit a small project in it. GotRonStitchery.com. You know I love them. I've loved them from the beginning, since that weird man named Gary on the internet asked, in Stitch Mania, he asked, would anybody be willing to join a Grime Guard of the Month club if we started one? And I said yes. And he invoiced me, and I said, did I just give a weird stranger from the internet my money? And I had. But it turned out it was Gary and Ronnie. So it's all good. But I love their stuff. I've loved their stuff from the beginning. And not only that, I just adore them as well. So this is the most perfect bag. They are no longer selling their bags on their Facebook group. You should still join their Facebook group because it's really fun and it's a great place to be. It's just really nice. And but they have launched this summer. They launched GaronStitchery.com. So they have patterns, they have fabric, they have floss, they have their bags when they're up for sale. So check them out as well. So that's what I got for haul. Now, giveaways. I have not sent any giveaways out yet. So if you are waiting on it, it's because it hasn't been sent out yet. So I apologize. My goal is to get everything sent out before Thanksgiving. Okay. First up, these project tracker cards from Sylvia Ward. She has, I've talked about her in the past few videos, I think. She has an Etsy shop where she sells these project trackers. She sells a lot of different types, so check her out. She's just S Ward Designs on Etsy. And Karen Monich, you won this set, so I will get that in the mail to you sometime this week, before Thanksgiving. So I will send those out to you. Then we were re-giving away this vintage Christmas toys little ornaments by the Little Stitcher. This is copyright 2017. And Felice Amadio, you won this. I have your address, so I will send it out unless you've moved recently, but I will send this out to you. Karen, I also have your address, so no worries about that. And then we gave away this Time for Tea kit. Comes with everything you need. And Anne Musso, you won this, and I have your address, so I will send that out to you as well. I'm not going to do any giveaways today because I just need to get caught up in sending everything out. I'm probably a month behind at this point. And with the holidays and all of that, then I will just get caught up and we'll start fresh again. Okay, plans. So what are my plans? So Whip Go, what was called this month was Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow, which looks like this. I am on block 1 up here. So I will be working on that. This is where I'm at right now. And there you go. So I don't know if I'll do another 10 hours on this. I don't know if I'll get it done. There's a lot of stitching in these, but I should make good progress on that. Again, this is 32 count, Fidela Latte, by Stitch Me. I'm going to continue working on Spring at Hawk Run Hollow number 4. Try to get that block done. I won't show it to you because I just showed it to you. Temperature Tree, of course. On December 1st, so I'm not going to be filming next Saturday because for the holidays, I'm going with 2 very close people to me. They are not in my household, but we're in a pod together, and it's just the 2 of them. We're very safe. We are going camping. They bought an RV this summer, so we're going to go camping, which I'm very excited about. I haven't been anywhere. I barely even go to the grocery store anymore, so I'm very excited about it. So that's what we'll be doing for Thanksgiving. So I will be gone next Saturday, so I'm not going to film. So it'll be a couple weeks before you see me again. But on December 1st, we're going to start this piece sampler because I love it so much. This is in the December 2020 issue of Just Cross Stitch. And I just ordered the floss I needed and do you believe I didn't have any white fabric in my stash? And I really wanted it to be on white. Because I wanted it to look like this. So I ordered what I needed from 123 Stitch. And yeah, we'll start that December 1. So if you want to join us, I know several of you are joining us. And then I was thinking of what can I take with me on this trip. And I remembered that one of the things, this is a Jolly July start, that I wanted to try to finish in time for Christmas to hang on the tree, is this little kit that last September, my parents went to Norway to celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary, which is so cute. And they got me this little cross-stitch kit. And for some reason, I haven't finished it yet. I think it goes this direction. So I thought this would be a really good kit to take. You know, the holes are big. It doesn't have a lot of colors, so it's easy to pull out if I just have a few minutes to stitch, and then I can put it away real easily. It's not a lot to keep track of. So I'm going to take that with me on my trip, and then maybe some of the other Jolly July starts that I had that are easier to stitch on. And then when I come back, I need to fully finish all the other ones that I have for gifts this year. So I'll be working on that as well. So I don't know exactly what else I'll be taking on the trip, but definitely I'll be taking this Bergen, which is a town in Norway, kit, and then maybe I'll take a couple other Jolly July starts just to mix things up a bit. But I think that's all that I have to share with you. It's a pretty quick video considering it's been 2 weeks, but I try to rush through so I can still actually eat over my lunch hour as well. Like I said, no Flosstube next Saturday. For those in the U.S., I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. Please be safe. You know, follow the guidelines in your area. We are in Oregon. We are officially on another lockdown. We're allowed to have no more than 6 people together from no more than 2 households. And I know every state is different. Every state has, you know, we border with Washington. I'm 5 minutes away from the Washington border, and there you're only allowed to be with people who are in your own household. So it really varies by state. But please take good care and have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. I will see you in a couple of weeks. Bye.